Hello guys, it's Mike from Chess Lifestyle, and today is a big day because we hit 2,500 subscribers on YouTube, so we have officially reached Grandmaster status. Of course, yeah, subscriber counts are probably not relative, but in any case, we can be happy. So yeah, that's the first thing, and the second thing is because today is day 97 of these daily streams. I promised many days ago that day 100 I would do a simul. So basically, I'm going to do a simul against the viewers, basically whoever wants to play. And yeah, if you tune in on that day, I think I'll probably stream sometime around like midday, probably on Saturday. And yeah, we can do a simul, so that should be fun. And actually, the reason why I say midday is because in the morning I'm basically going to be doing a masterclass for all the Patreon members and YouTube subscribers. Not subscribers, sorry, YouTube members. So YouTube members and Patreon subscribers, and that will be on the Sicilian. So if you are interested in having a free masterclass, you are welcome to sign up either on Patreon or YouTube, and I will then be able to send you the Zoom link for that. So I don't know how long that's going to take, probably at least an hour, maybe two, and then probably sometime after that I will stream and do the simul. But yeah, for today, as you can see, we've only got 26 minutes because I do have chess lessons starting today at 4:30, and then at the chess club, local Loughborough Chess Club at after my chess lessons finish. So rest assured, I'm definitely going to get my 42 minutes of chess training today. But just today is going to have to be a slightly shorter stream. So I think what we'll do is... Oh, I guess I was too slow maybe. But yeah, I guess what we'll do is just woodpecker method for 26 minutes. And okay, let's see how far we go. So okay, we got this answer given to us, bishop g6. Pawn takes, queen takes. And how does this continue? Again, like if I was playing a game, I wouldn't think that this would work. It looks like the knight can't even come in. My rooks are nowhere near coming in. So how on earth is bishop g6 working? Pawn takes. What's the point? Maybe the point is we're picking up the loose rook actually. We're not going for checkmate, right? So queen check. Yeah, and wherever the king goes, f8 or h8, we can just play queen h6 and pick up the rook. I think that's the point. So that's quite nice. I'm always looking at this sacrifice in terms of like going for mate. So yeah, it's good to see that. Yeah, so in the game, queen f8 was happened, but then yeah, black just lost a bunch of pawns. Okay, let's do another. Bishop f2 looks very enticing. If king takes, queen e3 is mate. If rook takes, then what? Maybe we use the rook to give check, because that would force the rook to block and then queen e3 is winning. That looks very concrete. What if they go king h1 though? Do we have a follow-up here? Maybe here we can play like king, queen, e2. But what if white tries to counterattack? Do they have like queen c8 and then f6? But then we probably just block, and I feel like we probably have a winning attack. Like even if they play a move like queen f8, I think they're way too slow, right? We're already taking. So I think this looks good. Nice. And if king h1, then... Oh, it just says black soon won. It doesn't even give how. That's kind of weird. We can have a quick look. Yeah, queen e2. Good. Queen c8. I think this line deserves to be seen, right? Like in this position, there's only one move, g6. Wow, and okay, white can fight on with rook g1. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't see up to rook g1. And that's actually kind of interesting because the problem is if I take, queen f8 is actually winning for white, right? So there is a way for white to slow down the attack. But yeah, queen e5 in order to get rid of this pawn. And I guess you've won a pawn. This is still on pre, so it looks quite good, right? How's Caro-Kann going? Well, Lucas, yeah, I have some things to report. So, firstly, I had a brief look into this lifetime repertoire by Owen Lamy. I don't like what he's recommending in the advanced variation at all. It feels way too sharp and extremely long and lots of difficult sidelines. It's not for me, but actually I found my own system against the advance, which I'm pretty happy with, actually. Like, it's not my own, but it's like I've stumbled upon something that makes sense to me, and I feel like it has potential to, like, I can potentially learn it. Also, Banzea's Caro-Kann, I wasn't a fan of at all. Like, literally none of the lines. Like, it all looked really weird. It was like trying to play, like, a simpler Caro-Kann, but extremely unambitious and not in a way that's intuitive either. So it just felt really a real clash with me. Jovanka's Caro-Kann, who I beta tested, I definitely like her lines in the Panov and pseudo Panov, so I'm trying to make use of these lines. So yeah, on the whole, Caro-Kann is going well. Yeah, exactly. I've got lots of options, lots of good work on the Caro-Kann, so I can kind of pick and choose. But yeah. Jovanka Huska, she made the course starting out the Caro-Kann. So this is her course. She's a very famous Caro-Kann player from the UK. Also, my non-chess update today was that I recently, I was considering getting the game, but then I realized that there's just this amazing walkthrough on YouTube. But have any of you played the Persona series? Because it's always been something that I've like dipped like one half of a toe in, because like it just looks really interesting. But I finally got around to like playing it, and by playing it, I was basically watching a walkthrough on YouTube. And yeah, I started with Persona 4, and I'm so hooked on the storyline. It's so good. And it is very tempting just to play it as well. But I mean, like the guy who's commentating the videos on the walkthrough is so entertaining. So I'm getting a real good kick from that. I think I would have got the game if like, you know, this commentary didn't exist, but it is too good, so. Do I like her course? I don't like all of the lines that are recommended. I've had a brief look, but yeah, I like some of them. I mean, yeah, I think I basically just need to get more experience, really. I mean, all of this prep is all well and good, but I just need to get more practice. So, yeah, actually, if anyone wants to play the short variation or the Panov variation today, I have some, or even a classical variation. I could play a training game, like a very short one, like a blitz game. So if anyone's down for that, I can set up the starting position and we can play from there. But yeah, I'm completely procrastinating from trying to solve this. I noticed that the queen and king are on this line, so a part of me wants to exploit that somehow. The problem is this knight can bail out by taking on c6 at any point quite often, so trying to work out how to finesse this. Take. Maybe it could be takes on f4. In the sense that if they take on c6, we can also throw in an in-between move and we still win a pawn. If they take back, then I guess we've won a pawn and that's good. I don't really see what else they do, so I feel like it's this. Yeah. And the question is, how do we want to take? Probably with the knight. Okay. My internet's just being slow. And bishop takes d4 is not correct. I mean, it just felt wrong. Like, to alleviate my bishop from this post on g7. Also, welcome, Josh. Sorry for not saying welcome. I think I meant to, and then I got sidetracked by another message and forgot. Goldfish memory at work. But yeah, in case anyone is just tuning in now, basically Saturday we'll be playing a Simul. I'll be playing a Simul against you guys on stream. So that'll probably happen around midday, roughly. And also Saturday is the Sicilian Masterclass for Patreon subs and YouTube members. So that will happen in the morning. So yeah, still some time to join in for that if you would be interested. I've made a nice lesson for it. We're not going to be able to cover the whole Sicilian because that would literally take like probably 12 hours. But I've got like some nice stuff that I think will be useful for everyone. But yeah, knight d5. What's the problem there? So if the bishop just goes back to g7, one pawn is not so much in this type of position. Attacking pieces and attacking chances carry much more weight. So I guess the problem with like bishop back to g7, maybe there's like some e5 push that's somehow dangerous. I don't really see it, to be honest. I don't really see how this is so dangerous. Maybe we can have a very quick look. I don't get alarm bells. Let's play classical. At some point, Lucas, sure, but today, absolutely not. Like, I have to go in like 20 minutes. But if we were to go back, this is still a decent advantage. Yeah, the fact that they have to play a move like king b1, there's no attack right now. Maybe bishop g5 is a bit scary. Yeah, f6 is not quite what you want to play. But bishop e6, game continues. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But probably, yeah, knight d4 is definitely better. Because it's not only about like stopping their attack, but yeah, we've got the rook on opened up, the knight pressuring c2. This looks really good. Oh, classical variation. Oh, I'm so slow. Okay, let me solve this one to speed up a bit because clearly my brain is my brain is super slow. And yeah, let's play a game of this classical. A part of me really wants to take on d5 and push e4. I don't even know what that does. I feel like it doesn't do anything. Oh, what about takes on e4 if bishop takes then queen h4? And do we win a pawn? That looks pretty good. And it's good because like when I solved this, I tried to double check before playing it, so this is good. So knight e4, if castles, then queen c5 is important. Okay. As otherwise, white would have great compensation for the missing pawn. Interesting. Knight f2, and then that's winning, yeah. Interesting. So in the game, bishop e3 was actually played, but just was. Okay, Lucas, let's have a quick game. I'll send you the position. I haven't played Persona. I'm more of a Bethesda RPG kind of player. I don't know what Bethesda is, actually. Fallout, Skyrim, Dishonored. Are these like more open world games? Like I feel like Persona is more of a story and you basically just tag along. And you do some like cute little battles here and there. Bishop f5. Oh, this kind of classical? That's not the classical I know. I mean, if you want to play this classical, then I'd be down to play a training game if you were to play with the white pieces. I want to practice this line, where basically this is like the main line. All of this, and basically here bishop d2, And the choice between knight e2, queen e2, and... Oh, sorry, not at this moment. It's castle's queenside, queen c7. And yeah, at this moment, there's queen e2, knight e4, or king b1. So we can try and play this position, and I can give you the choice of what color you want. So I'll send you the challenge if you're down to play, Lucas. Then we can do that. Let's just do 3+2. Oh, and I want to do this from Ponziani Ghost as well, so sorry. Let's do that again real quick. Always good to get some extra practice in and just doing these starting moves, just so I'm absolutely crystal clear on the moves. This, and queen c7. No, I'm remembering it wrong. Before e6, we want to play queen c7. Otherwise, white has this bishop f4 move, so it's queen c7 here. Okay, good job that we're reminding ourselves of all of these subtleties. And this is where queen e2, knight e4, or king b1 are possible lines. So I'll send you a challenge now. Play with a friend. So I want to be black. GM Bongcloud. Let's have a quick game. Let's play up the bishop g6. Wait, why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? Didn't I send from this position? Oh, I'm literally wasting so much time. I mean, I guess we could have got there, but let me try this one more time. I want to practice this position, Lucas, if you don't mind. Because this is what is gonna come up in most of my games. So queen c7, e6, knight f6. And here there's knight e4, queen e2, or king b1. So let me try this again. Continue from here, play a friend. So I want to be black. And against GM Bongcloud. This should work. If it doesn't work, then I don't know what's happening. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me move my camera over and let's begin. Good luck. It's a game publisher developer, I see. Okay, so king b1. Do I even remember what to do? So I'm pretty sure bishop d6 was my move. Yeah, I think I remember the theory here, roughly. Fallout? Oh no. I was thinking of a different game. I remember playing a game called Fable back in the day. Like, it was only on Xbox though, and I never had an Xbox, so I would play around a friend's house. But I was getting confused. But yeah, Josh, you should look into Persona. It looks really, really cool. And we've got a solid 1 minute, I think, from GM Bongcloud. This is the main line, I believe. Yep, and this was where there was like a couple different moves. The bishop f4, I believe, was my line. And this was where there was like that divide. And let's see if Lucas remembers my theory. There's one critical move here. And then a few moves that top players have played. And then like a couple decent engine moves. But there's one critical move. And this was it. So I have to take on d2. And was rook takes right? I feel like rook takes was right. Or at least you could do both, but rook takes was the main move. And then I think knight d7 was the main move here. And we're getting close to our endgame that we seshed the other day. Oh, and we have a change of moves. So I think in our training we had the move F4. That was like the main move. And now we have something different. So let's see if I can not blunder one move after preparation. So I want to play C5, but I'm very scared of the move D5. So then my feeling is that I should probably be castling here to get out of the line of this queen. I'll give Lucas 30 seconds given that he doesn't actually play this opening. I think that's fair. Because I actually am trying to play this, so obviously I know the line's better. And with his G4, oh my god, I almost played the move Queen F4. That was like my thoughts. Queen F4, Queen G5. That would obviously not be so good. Maybe I can go C5 now. That feels decent. I feel like C5 is the move you want to play if they can't play D5. So I think let's go for it. I think this looks good. Okay. So my goal with the Caro-Kann is not to get an advantage, but it's to equalize. And have I achieved that here? I feel like I'm getting close to it. Right. So part of me wants to blockade on G5. I don't know if white can prepare this somehow. Maybe they can. And how much of a worry is this rook coming down to the 7th? I mean, it does feel a little bit concerning. Maybe I can play rook c8, rook c7 as a way to deal with this. But then my back rank's a little weak. You know what? Let's play with queen b6. I think it's important to take control over this d8 square. Aha. I mean, my instinct would be I should take this pawn and just try and hold. I feel like the rooks are kind of misplaced in the center if he's going for an attack on the king. So I feel like I should be able to take this. It's kind of surprising to me as well that Lucas goes for dynamic play, given the fact that I don't feel like it was completely necessary there. I can also play f6, my queen is defending. If rook d6, maybe take on f2. They can take on e6 with check, maybe. How does that go? It's interesting. I can also just play rook d8 and chill. Takes, rook here. Ah, no. Okay, and I'm a bit low on time as well. You know what? Let's not make any weaknesses like by playing f6. Let's just defend. We're a pawn up. Aha. Okay, just like before, I don't want my pawns to be on the same rank. My idea was to play with g6 here. This was my thinking. Okay, then let's actually put the king on h7 and blockade. Okay, it's only +2, I need to be faster. Um, Definitely could be playing this better. But what's the plan? Maybe this? Oh, that was silly. That was really silly. Okay, maybe I can get away with it. This has to be strong. I reckon this should be winning for me. That's my feeling. Let's put the rook here. And let's cut off this king. I feel like this has good winning chances for me. The king is so passive. That's my feeling. But how to actually progress here? But I can do this now. Where do I want to go? Up or down? Probably down to be safe. Make sure that these pawns aren't loose. Okay, we can grab this pawn. And now we need some technique. Yeah, and I should not have allowed the rook to come in so much. Let's see how this goes. But with the king cut off like this, I think it's very difficult. I think we can even queen here. Yeah, I don't know about those last king moves. Good game though. Good game though, Lucas. Tricky. With the king cut off, that's why I traded into this endgame, because I felt like even the 2v1 with your king cut off, it was tricky. Like, I wonder if this is actually a win for me around here. Yeah, this... So, okay, my intuition with this was right, but probably my technique was really bad. I don't know. Maybe it was actually harder to save this pawn. Yeah, and I don't know how to do this, push these pawns cleanly. I always find that it's easier for the side with the pawns to actually advance them forward. But okay, let's see how I played after knight d3, because this was the first move that I didn't know how to play. And okay, Engine also says this is completely fine. But okay, castles was good. That's good. g4 was good. c5 was good. Okay, so at least we understand the position enough that we can play it like this. And rook d1 was best move as well. Okay, and queen b6. A slight inaccuracy. Queen a5 is a nicer way to do it, to control d8. And yeah, I have taps on g5. So maybe queen a8 is a better way. Again, these like a5, b5 moves to get the pawns like off this line together. I think that's what the idea is there. Rook a c8, trying to get some counterplay, but I didn't really see how. Like, the queen is still protecting c2. And using this to defend. That's kind of interesting. And then maybe later we're playing rook c7, I see. Yeah. Because, yeah, I saw this rook c8 with the idea to meet this with rook d7. But I didn't like the fact that my back rank was getting weak. Maybe there's nothing here at all. I mean, I couldn't calculate this. I just felt like this was really risky. But okay, apparently I'm even taking over here, somehow. But you never really want to do this to yourself, right? But yeah, apparently this is good. So yeah, queen b6 is what I played. And then this was the mistake, yeah. So I think if you're going to play a sacrifice like this, Lucas, your rooks need to be on this side of the board. And I guess you could have prepared this with f4 first. Should gone g5 h6 earlier. Had this idea for so long. After 20 c5, right. Aha. Yeah, with the rook still on h1, that makes sense. But here... Yeah, Miss g6 idea is good. I would have thought h7 was needed, but apparently I can go king g7 and it's fine. And I guess I can come around this way. So... Here... Yeah, they just want takes now. And how does this go? Ah, you keep the knight on, right? And I guess with my king being a bit weaker, keeping the piece on looks a bit better. But yeah, this looks a bit scary. Ah, man. Chess is going to be hard. Chess is going to be hard. Because if I'm playing like a 22, 23, 2400, they're going to be so tricky with these moves. And am I going to find a move like f6? Is really going to take a lot out of me to find f6 in such a position. I'd probably just play king h7. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. I mean, this is the thing about main lines. Like, it will appear like, you know, you can equalize, but to actually find all this correct play, it's so difficult. It's so difficult. And this was kind of good. This was kind of good. So I managed to deal with this attack quite well. That is promising, at least. Yeah, and then this whole endgame, this was the other thing as well. Like, whenever a rook can try and double on the 7th, you basically want the rook to be defending from the front. And yeah, this looked good. And then yeah, I didn't see this e5 idea until ages later. So yeah, I finally found it. And I could have traded already, right? I don't know why I didn't. Like, this would obviously be good, right? Then I get the 2 connected passes. Just didn't see it. I think I thought that pushing would be better, create another strength, but the problem is I'm just losing the pawn. Oh, rook d2? Oh my god, I've even got rook d5. Oh, rook f d5? What? Oh no, that's not d5. Where's d5? Ah, rook f d5. Oh, that's kind of what I played, right? Oh, there's b4. Oh my god, we both missed it. This is the classic Magnus fact. I miss a fork. I hate time travel. Yeah. Ouch. Yeah, I didn't see this move at all. This is the thing though, right? Like, rook here is like a correct move, but it's just the wrong execution, right? And guys, unfortunately, it is 4:29. I have a lesson starting at 4:30. So I gotta go. But this was a very interesting game, Lucas, and thank you for playing. Useful for me, definitely, with this preparation. And okay, we got a little bit further on the woodpecker method. So that's good. And okay, see you guys around. Bye.